everybody. We are back at Comic-Con 2016, live at IGN. I'm Terry Schwartz. I'm here with the cast of Vikings, here to catch us up on everything we need to know about when Season 4 returns. Sitting next to me is Travis Fimmel, Alexander Ludwig, Katheryn, I'm sorry.
That's how you pronounce it.
That's how you, Alexander
Nobody
Ludwig,
can ever get
Katheryn,
that
Winnick,
right.
and Gustaf Skarsgard. What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
You guys are Comic-Con pros at this point. What are you most excited about fans getting to see from what Vikings is teasing this year?
I think it's really just exciting. We just love meeting the fans, and every year it just grows and grows, and especially getting a chance, behave please, getting a chance to meet them in person. If they're dressed up as Vikings, it's really cool, as shield maidens, as Ragnar Lothbrok, as Lagertha, as Floki. It's really cool just to see how much effort goes into the costumes and these diehard fans, and it just makes us feel kind of awesome.
We ended the first half of Season 4 with a pretty major time jump. In fact, I think you all were aged up about what, like 5 or 10 years or something than where you are right now. You look pretty good without the beard here. And we like this one. I saw the scraggly beard on set. It was a good look for you, though.
I'm doing my best to grow it. It's really, you can only inject so many steroids into your face before you're stuck.
We only got a little tease of what comes after that time jump, but what can you guys sort of set up of what fans can expect? There are some pretty big changes with all your characters.
That's a good point. Travis, you want to start?
I'll pass the ball to you, Travis. No, the creator, Michael Hirst, he's done such a great job of doing the time jumps, and my sons have all grown up now. I've got 4 others.
4 new sons. You got 4 new sons who are now adult sons.
Yes. I think there's 4 or there's 3.
There's 4.
There's 4.
He's
There's
a
4, and
shit
they're all
father.
great. They're all great, and we only got a slight tease of them. Alex, how does Bjorn sort of feel about his now adult brothers?
Yeah, I mean, like anything back in history, there was always this weird dynamic, family dynamic, and there can be a lot of jealousy and whatnot. But yeah, he loves him. I think that you're going to see a big change though in this season. Everybody's kind of doing their best to make their mark. So, yeah.
And Travis is clearly very excited about the changes that are still to come. We did get set up that Bjorn and Floki are sort of planning this great Mediterranean adventure this season, and then of course Ragnar comes back.
Taking a little vacay.
They're taking a little vacay. They're like, whatever, guys.
Go to the Greek islands. Get some of the old turquoise water in.
I mean, you've certainly had scenes together, but as we're sort of priming this growing friendship between Bjorn and Floki, what was really fun for you guys about getting to play those scenes?
I think Michael writes a lot to what's actually happening off screen as well. I mean, Gustaf and I have become so close romantically.
So I think
so I think that's kind of one of the reasons as well.
Yeah.
No, it was nice to have. That's the last scene we saw in season, or the first half of the season, when we got to see they kind of reconnected a little bit, because in the beginning of the season it was all Bjorn setting Floki up after his killed Athelstan and all that, and he was punished, and we never really got to see the aftermath of that. But at least that was kind of some sort of point of
We don't know too much about what Lagertha is up to in this half of the season, but there is a teaser part of the trailer that came out. She sort of has this power cloak situation. She looks like she's in charge of some stuff going on right now. What can you set up for what's to come with her?
I don't know how much I can actually give away, but she's definitely in a different position. Obviously, her look has changed. There's been a time jump, but also her status has changed, and her relationships with her other people have changed. But it's great because Michael Hirst really challenges you as an actor and throws you in different circumstances where you're constantly evolving, and even when you think you have it all, he brings you back down and you lose it all. So it's been a challenge, and we got some great new cast members this season, which is something that I'm sure everybody's going to be super excited when they meet them. Ivor the Boneless is a fantastic character. He's on board, and obviously the other sons, and we got some great supporting cast, and I think everybody's going to be really excited. Definitely this year has been elevated even more so than any other year. So
I think the next 10 are the best ones.
Yeah.
I think so too. I mean, you meant
There's
to
so
say
many
that,
major events,
I think they are.
major events coming up.
So it kind of feels like the first half was kind of a lead up to the second half that's going to happen in the fall. So.
And you guys have already finished filming that half of this season. You're actually back and starting on season 5 at this point. And I always think it's so interesting. You know, you play a character for 4 years, and then you have this time jump, and your character has changed a lot, and you sort of have to figure it out really quickly what those changes are physically, where they are mentally. So what, I guess for all of you, what was sort of the fun of figuring out who this older version of your character is after these years we haven't seen?
Just another hour in the makeup chair, pretty much.
Yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we have a tremendous crew and makeup team and hair team, and
Yeah, our makeup team just got nominated for an Emmy as well, which I think is long deserved. They're so incredible, and I hope that they keep getting recognized. I mean, hair and the set design, everything.
Set
It's
design and
incredible.
the visual effects
Yeah.
also got nominated, and who else got nominated?
I think they have every year. They deserve
Yeah,
to win.
they're just
Just don't
incredible. Like even though
nominate the actors,
I know.
that just doesn't happen. But we keep struggling.
Well, we love you guys.
That's good.
And obviously, I mean, there are these 4 new cast members, four new sons.
Can't remember how many sons I had.
Listen, you know, he was sort of an absentee father.
just remembers
so he just
one.
doesn't. He just remembers one who's here with us right now. Obviously, bringing in new cast members, and they're going to be a major part of the back half of this season. You guys all clearly are very good friends and know each other very well. What sort of pranks, hazing, anything else like that to get these guys really into the mix and make them feel at home?
Alex?
Oh my gosh! I mean, I went out one night with all the new brothers, and it was just mayhem. I mean, it's more of like a consistent hazing kind of that happens, similar to what I went through as well, or that I'm going through right now as well. So
Last night.
last night, exactly. Last
It
night.
never ends. It never
really,
ends.
It really never ends. But no, they're fantastic guys and great actors, and I'm really excited for them to grow on this show. It's so weird looking kind of from looking objectively, really, because I grew up on this show, you know. So seeing all these, you know, this new young energy and everything, it's amazing. Kind of seeing it from another perspective, you know, and I'm really excited for them. I think they're going to do an epic job.
Well, it's interesting because obviously the journey is all the Vikings, but it's been hinged around Ragnar for a really long time. But now we have this other iconic Viking, Ivar the Boneless, and stuff. You know, is it going to feel a little bit like passing the torch to a younger generation, or are we really going to be seeing the world through Ragnar's
Not
eyes?
dead yet. No, well, in history, the sons do greater things than what Ragnar actually did. Björn goes on and does a much more historical, more historical events than Ragnar ever was, and Ivar's the same. And I think the show, it's really exciting for the show, you know, these young kids coming up and young generation.
Well, I'm sure it must
me
be
feel old.
interesting too for Ragnar as a character, because he's a man he was a farmer. He didn't necessarily want to be king, and he's risen to power, and we've seen sort of his fall from power. And I'm curious if we deal anything with that sort of dynamic of him seeing his sons and obviously these other powerful friends and allies he's had around him sort of rise as he's struggling.
Well, I think I aged gracefully. But,
That extra hour in the makeup chair.
it's great. It's great. I think the show takes huge risks in aging people like that. You know, it's great. Everybody looks so much older, and I've handed the kids stuff on a silver spoon, and we'll just see how spoiled they are. And what they
There's
make
actually a
of it.
scene in the new season where he hands me a spoon with stuff on it.
It's really emotional.
It's
It's
really
really
emotional.
beautiful. All right, so we don't have much time left, but I do want to ask you guys, I know you guys are sworn to secrecy, but what can you tease that people should be so excited about in the back half of this season that we don't quite know is coming yet?
I think just obviously the new cast members. I feel like there's going to be some incredible epic battles, new territory for sure. And we're right now in the middle, or not in the middle, it's just started season 5. So even if you think you're going to like season 4, you're going to really like season 5 in the sense where things are, new landscapes, things are going to be completely different.
Part of the reason we're being so quiet right now is I think we don't really know what we can say, because there's so much that changes in this that it's just
Can't
it's
spoil
insane.
anything.
Yeah.
But there will be some, like I said before, some major events, and there will be a lot of death.
And some shocks, definitely.
Yeah,
Shock
and some
value.
lesbian love, which I'm really excited.
I didn't say about you. Good story. And there's 10 more episodes coming out the end of this year, and we're already shooting 5, 20 in season 5. So hopefully everybody tunes in.
It's going to be super
10
duper.
this year.
Super duper. You heard it here first. Super duper second half of Vikings later
Very
this.
Canadian, dude. Very Canadian.
We're
gonna just be
excited about it.
Super duper.
Super duper.
Well, awesome. Thank you all so much for coming
Thank you so
out.
much.
Check out Vikings when it returns later this year. I'm Terry Schwartz, and for all things Comic-Con, keep it here at IGN.
Woo!